What is up, Cradix? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money event week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is from May 29th through June 4th, 2025. So for unlocks, if you purchase any Buckingham brand aircraft this week, you'll be awarded the Buckingham Lux t-shirt. Note that it will take up to 72 hours for that shirt to hit your account. The current prize ride this week is the Obey Omnis EGT. It is primarily based on the 2020 Audi e-tron GT and has normal price of just under 1.8 million. To get it for free this week, you have to get top 5 in an LS Car Meet Series race for 3 days in a row. In regards to performance, it's in the sports class and is a mid-tier performing car in that class, which is pretty disappointing if I'm being honest. I really wish this car would have had better acceleration and handling performance. However, it does offer some pretty good customization and a Monty tech as well, so it's still a nice car to own. Continuing to the test ride vehicles, we have the Michele GT, the Tulip, and the Voltic, and all these are Move website vehicles. And for current gen console and PC users, we have the Euros X32 as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to casino podium vehicle, we have the Pfister Astron. It's primarily based on the 2019 Porsche Macan and has normal price of just under 1.6 million. It's in the SUVs class and is a top 10 performing vehicle in that class, which isn't too bad. However, it's way off the pace of the top 3 SUVs even without HSW, but it does have some pretty good customization and decent styling as well. I think it's still a pretty great vehicle to try to win off the casino podium this week. In terms of the dealership cars this week, in luxury autos we have the Fathom FR36 and the Dominator FX. Continuing to Simeons, we have the Avarice, the Innovation, the Esky, the Bullet, and the FMJ, and all of these are Move website vehicles. So it's pretty cool having both 4GT based cars featured here in Simeons together. I love that. Continuing to discounts, starting off with the property discounts, we have 30% off the CEO offices as well as the upgrade/renovations for them. And we also have 30% off the special cargo warehouses. Continuing to the vehicle discounts, starting off with the Legendary Motorsport website, we have 30% off the Silvestra. This one's in the Sports Classics class and is a top 15 performing vehicle in that class. It's mainly held back by its sketchy handling and lack of acceleration, plus the top speed is pretty average as well. Now obviously it's not slow, again top 15 is very impressive, however it does have that snap oversteer when taking corners pretty often, so it's definitely one of those cars that's not very consistent and it takes a lot of work to keep it on the road. But it does have some pretty good customization, so I guess there's that. Next up, we have 30% off the Penetrator. So this one's in the supercar class and is a below average performing car sitting around the pace of the OG Entity XF for track performance, which honestly isn't too bad considering it's a 90s supercar. It's faster than all the sports classic cars as well. Now the customization is pretty lackluster with only a few options, but I really do like the styling of this car and I think it's a pretty great deal at this price. Moving on to the San Andreas website, we have 30% off the Vito Classic. So this one's in the go-karts class and is sadly slower than the Vito Modern variant, so honestly I don't really think it's worth owning unless you really just want to have both variants for some reason. Continuing to the latest Travels website, we have 30% off the Luxor Deluxe and 30% off the Swift Deluxe as well. Honestly, I don't really think these are worth it. Plus, Rockstar almost always puts them 50% off every Black Friday, so yeah, I think this is just not a good deal. And lastly, we have 60% off the Nimbus Jet. So this one does seat 8 players, which I guess is pretty cool, but pretty useless overall if you really think about it. Anyway, moving along to the gun van, we have weapons available this week and 50% off the military rifle. For Triple Money, we have Triple Money NRP on special vehicle work missions. For Double Money, we have Double Money NRP on random transform races and export mixed goods missions as well. And sadly, that is it for Double Money. That's pretty disappointing. I really wish Rockstar would have given us Double Money NRP on the CEO crates, but sadly they didn't. That will most likely happen next week. Rockstar has been doing that lately where they put the property/business for it on sale the week before, and then the following week they give us double money on it, so hopefully let's see if that happens next week. For the weekly challenge, if you sell a total of 300,000 across all your businesses, you receive a 100k bonus. For the FIB Priority File Garment Factory this week, it's going to be the Project Breakaway file. Continuing to the weekly vehicle robberies from the Salvage, our business guys only change once per event week. We have the McTony robbery with the Ignis, the Gangbang robbery with the Stinger TT, and the Podium robbery with the Infernus Classic. And sadly, none of these are claimable this week. So the last time we got a claimable car was the Neo on March 13th, so I'm not sure why Rockstar is waiting so long. It's been over 2.5 months and still nothing. I really feel Rockstar should, at minimum, give us a claimable car once a month. Every single month we should have at least one car, but it's very random. Rockstar just doesn't want to seem to give us a claimable car again for some reason. Anyway, lastly for the time trials, this week's normal time trial is up Chiliad. I highly recommend a quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the motorcycle race, A Sign of Things to Come. I highly recommend the Power Surge for this race, and if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Hakachu Drag. And lastly for current gen console and PC users, the HSW Town Trial is East Vinewood. As always, the HSW Hakachu Drag will be the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, there aren't many this week, but if I had to pick one, I'd have to go with the Penetrator. It's a great looking car that's very quick in general for what it is, being a 90s based supercar in a class with tons of modern super and hypercars. So being around 40th place in a class with about 60 cars, that's not too bad. And for about $600,000, I think this is a great deal on this car. Anyways guys, overall this event week I would say is about average. The triple and double money opportunities are pretty average, a bit underwhelming, and the discounts are pretty underwhelming as well, with only 30% off 3 vehicles and 3 aircraft, so not really that great. So factoring in everything, I'm going to give this week a solid 5 out of 10. I think this is a pretty average event week. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Also to mention, as I've been getting a few questions in the comments section, so we're only a few days away from the month of June. And Rockstar, usually, at least for the past 2 summer DLCs, they do give us information on the next summer DLC in the beginning of June, which means that we should be hopefully getting an announcement soon for the 2025 summer DLC update. I'm guessing a teaser later today with the new GTA Plus benefits, and an official detailed newswire sometime next week. Now Rockstar could change their usual pattern, it does happen, but we'll see what they decide to do this time around. We're going to find out very soon either way. Also to mention, the drip feed cop outfits that were part of the hidden content of Agents of Sabotage DLC still never released after the entirety of all this time we've been waiting since the December DLC released. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see if Rockstar also decides to release this with the summer DLC. They do that quite often, where they release something from like one of the previous DLCs and a newer one. Rockstar has been very strange lately, to say the least, but yeah. Anyways, again guys, thanks again for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.